Previously on the Jay and Dan podcast.
One drink in, we turn around. Everyone is gone except for 10 people.
So you move into Orono, everything shuts down. You walk into the hospitality tent, everyone leaves. Well, was there any tension in the Fox suite? Like, was there like, ooh, what are you doing here? No. Are you here to kill us? Oh my God, Ghazali's doing great. I kid you not, I walked maybe 50 more steps. I turned around and Ghazali was on fire. Like it was burning. Then we got to the end of college and there's like a big Italian orchestra. And the guy was like, come to our side of college. We're not burning here.
Working on getting someone to your city to drop the money off, but they are working very long hours. Olga responds, well, I hope they can help me this week so that I can come to you as soon as possible.
You just send one email and this is what it says. One sentence. Get ready.
Yep.
Are you a man? That's it.
Yeah, Dan and I just prey on all of Europe.
Wow.
You're listening to the Jay and Dan podcast, presented by our good friends at Coors Light.
Women of Europe, beware.
Dance. Dance.
Binksy, all talk.
Whoa.
This is the podcast for Monday, April 20th. April
20th, 2022.
June 25th.
Where's your brain? It's with Binksy. What do you mean all talk? Did you actually decide you were going to go to Amsterdam with her? And then she's like, I can't, you guys.
Now, I sent her a message out of the blue on Saturday, sent her a text. So, what we doing this summer?
I love it.
Response? None. No response.
Wow. Wow. Binksy ghosted you big time.
Oh, I knew it. I called her out. I just called her bluff. I just called it right there.
Wow. Mm-hmm. But wait, if she had texted you back right away and said, you know what? I would love to go to Europe with you. Let's book tickets tonight. Would you have done it?
Sure.
Boom. Wow. Such a missed opportunity.
Come on, it'll be fun.
You guys would have had so much fun over there.
Binksy blew it.
Yeah, Binksy having too much fun in her hot tub.
No, she's back in New York now.
Oh, okay.
So welcome to the podcast. It's going to be an interesting one because for the first time ever, we are checking phone calls. People are going to call in. So it's not like the radio. You can't be listening to what has transpired, or you can't tell people the number. You just have to hope people call because we sent it out on social media.
That's
so
exactly
we might
what
get
we
zero
did.
calls.
We might, but I have a feeling we'll get some. And I'm very excited about this. You have long wanted, this is all your idea. You have long wanted to do this type of podcast, and I think now is the moment. Anything goes. And Christoph, our producer, our friend, the man who runs the show here, Christoph said to us just before we went on, do you want me to screen the calls? And we said,
no.
No, man. Just let it fly. Just let it fly like Binksy on a Barcelona night, solo. Anything can happen on this podcast. I'm so excited. Can't wait to hear from everybody.
Let's get this out of the way, our Olga update. Remember the last email we sent Olga?
All right, now where are we putting an end date on this Olga thing?
I think I might have an answer for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
So you crafted the email that said, are you a man?
Yes.
Her response? What?
Ooh.
You're a fool?
Ooh.
Question mark. So you're a fool? I have been talking with you for several weeks now, and you write such nonsense to me. Ooh. I am a woman and have shown you many times before who I am, ! And I am not responding, so Olga is done.
Wow, that's the end of it.
Thank God.
Whew. Well,
so what
a journey. What a journey, emotional roller coaster for you.
But know what it feels like? You know when the Griswolds go to London and they go around the roundabout?
Yeah.
Over and over? That's what that whole 2 months felt like.
There's Big Ben, kids, Parliament.
We got nowhere. We got absolutely nowhere.
Well, I think, did you learn something about yourself along the way? Maybe you're open to this kind of relationship?
No.
If the right Russian woman comes along?
When someone doesn't have a phone number or can't FaceTime, it's not a real person. And when they ask for money,
my wife,
and when they say, I can only see you this week, otherwise I can't see you for the entire year.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that she wasn't who she said she was. But I'm happy that we took that journey with you.
I still wish we could have just gone over to Russia and...
Yes. And just gone into her business, swept her up in your arms and said, I'm here, baby. Das
But I'll forever wonder who's in those pictures. It's the same person in all the pictures.
Privyet, Kritsovitsa. And then boomsies. So why didn't you go over to Russia yourself? Just surprise her anyway.
No, it's over.
The Fox
I think you heard
World
the
Cup crew?
I think you heard the music. There we go.
That is good.
Also some housekeeping items.
Okay.
The other night on the show, I was talking about, on our TV show, I was talking about Group H in the World Cup. And I said, do people still say H? And you looked at me like I was crazy.
Well, in my defense, everyone on the show did. From the control room, 15 people in there, to everyone on the floor. No one knew what you were talking about. I did think for a second that you'd finally lost it.
Hound Dog, our stats guy, he backed me up. He said, oh, I've heard that. But then people were like, no, he's crazy. I don't believe him.
Right. And so as it turned out, today, I got a bunch of feedback, and obviously you did too.
Yeah, so this is from Tyler Stein. I'm with you, O'Toole. Our British roommate pronounces H as H. From Tim Postma. They pronounce H like H in the Maritime, and they also drop the H from words too, like human to human. Don't know why someone in Peterborough talked like that, though.
That was good.
H is how my dad pronounced. This is from Simon LeBay. H is how my dad pronounced it. It's a British thing. Get that on right. Some cultural training. Hashtag crazy English letters.
Yeah. Again, I'm contesting whether all English people pronounce it that way. I don't think they do.
This from Andrew
Maybe a few.
Hiscock. There's a whole slew of Newfoundlanders who say H.
It seemed to be a Maritime or Newfoundlander / UK thing.
There we go. So we cleared that up. So we've cleared up two things already.
Still, I've never heard anyone say H. Like A, B, C, D,
Yes.
E, F, G, H, I, J.
Yep.
Like no one says that's not normal. But obviously people do say it, but they're wrong. That's incorrect.
Hey, you were at the
That's wrong.
You were at the concert event of the season Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I'm living my best life right now, buddy. I was at the Wiggles again.
But wait, it wasn't even the full Wiggles.
Yeah. So if you're a parent, you're familiar with the new Wiggles. There's a girl Wiggle now. And predictably, on the road, all year round, lonely hotel rooms. She hooked up with one of the boy Wiggles, and they got married, Emma and Lucky. And they now have their own spin-off shows, and they did their own show in a tiny North York theater. Maybe 300 people. I felt like I was at a school play.
Really?
But
I
with
thought
way,
it'd be
way better.
at least 1,000 seats.
But this is the thing. They just sold out the Sony Center. That's where I saw them 6 months ago. And what does Sony Center hold? 5,000? 4,000? They sold it out in like 2 days.
So they're doing an offshoot. So they just trash the rest of the Wiggles? Like, listen to these bulls.
Hey, the other two guys are all right, now, here's me and my wife.
Yeah, you want to get real?
Yeah, I'm about to grind up on my wiggly wife. Now get ready. Y'all ready? G'day, mate. Grinding on my wiggly wife. I wear purple and she wears yellow. She's a little with red hair. She's my wiggly wife.
And the kids just stare in astonishment.
Yeah, just staring. The kids are all preschoolers. They're not even preschoolers. They're toddlers.
They could sing anything.
Exactly. They're all kind of talking and looking around and staring like, what? Are they here? They're here? They're not on my TV?
Okay, so I'm glad you bring that up because we were at a park or a store the other day and some kid was freaking out throwing stuff around. And I mentioned my TV show idea to my kids and they said, why don't you do that? You film a store or a concert like that of the kids, and then the parents watch the video of their own kids. They have to go to an adult situation in an adult store and act just like their child was at the concert and see what people, and you have hidden cameras. No one knows what's going on. These parents are acting like toddlers, but they're adults. Would you not watch that to see what people's reaction would be?
It sounds like Just for Laughs gags, but more specific.
Yes. Exactly. Just for laugh gags in every country because they use no words.
Well, and that's why they've sold that show around the world. By the way, I can't remember who sent this tweet, but it's true. The only time you see Just for Laughs gags is during the Stanley Cup playoffs. Right? Because it's always on right before the game
And it
starts.
hooks you in. You're
It
like,
kind of does. It kind of does.
they're so bad. You know it's going to happen.
Yep. But it's simple, and there's a reason the whole world loves it. It's like Mr. Bean. You don't need words.
And I have
There's no words there.
And I have a feeling, because the people find the camera right away, that the camera's not even hidden.
Yeah, it's just on a tripod, just 10 feet away. Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, because they're all in Quebec. You got me,
I want to see the real Just for Laughs gags where people flip out and get mad.
Oh, I know. I do too. Like punch the guy. Like he's a fake cop. Just punch him
or
in
like
the face.
throw poutine in his face.
Yeah, or like scalding hot coffee, and then the cop's like, ah! Oh, you! My visage! Whatever face is. Right now, my wife is listening to this like you can't even say a few French words.
Christoph, so it's getting close to the time for phone calls.
I'm so excited.
Can we open the phone lines? Oh, we do have a phone call?
Let's do it. Let's get...
No call yet, but the lines are open.
Okay.
They are ringing off the hook.
Are they?
It's Olga. And he's giving Olga your banking information.
What are the odds someone calls in pretends to be Olga?
How about, I'd say if we have 10 calls, eight of the people will do that.
Okay, so he's still on. I see him through the glass. Okay,
here's stuff.
All right, we got 5 callers there.
We've got 5 callers. Okay, here we go.
There we go.
So let's try this again. Welcome to the Jay and Dan podcast. Who's this?
This will be Claudia here.
Hello.
Hi, Claudia.
Oh, wow. Worked.
It worked.
It worked,
Where are
Claudia.
you calling us from, Claudia?
I'm calling from Brooklyn in Whitby.
I know
that's
exactly where that is. That's where the
Yeah.
407 used to end.
That's right.
That's the home of Darren Dreger. Darren Dreger
That's
is from
right.
Brooklyn. Wow. Okay,
I've seen him a couple times at Iroquois Sports Center.
Okay, we've had people on this podcast before that said there was a Shoeless Joe's that used to be a swingers stop. Is that still the case in Brooklyn?
Can't say for sure, but I know that Brooklyn swinging is prevalent.
it's
Okay,
a thing, right?
okay.
Everyone says that about
Everyone
Brooklyn.
says that, but has anyone witnessed it?
I have.
Whoa, Claudia,
okay.
here we go.
Okay, details.
I've heard stories.
Oh, okay. But have
From
you
accredited people.
yourself participated, Claudia?
Well, I'm only 22. I'm not married, so no
Okay.
swinging
That's
going.
not
Okay,
really
that's
swinging.
good. That's a
Yeah.
smart answer. Okay, so you have people that you can trust that have seen with their own eyes a swingers event.
Yes.
Okay, we
Cla-
confirmed it.
Claudia,
Yes.
was it mom and dad?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm a very loving, loyal parent.
Okay, that's good.
Whew. Do you have a
I have
question?
Well, I have a fun little tidbit to share.
Oh, I love it.
Okay.
So my grade 11, 12 English teacher, Mr. Duranjo, claims to have been Dan's neighbor while he was living in Oshawa.
Mr. Durango, yes, his wife.
Yeah.
His wife taught preschool to both of my daughters.
Oh, well, he would always talk about you.
He is very
used to
nice.
Say, yeah, he's a great teacher, one of my favorite teachers. He used to say, when you guys were leaving to go to Fox, he was really sad that you were going. He loved being your neighbor. So,
Wow. Yes, he's a nice
I don't know
guy.
if he ever said it to you, but I just wanted you to know that you were
Thank you very
a
much.
great neighbor.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
and-
see. I feel like you would be a terrible neighbor.
And both of his daughters have babysat my kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a beautiful family. Thank you. That's great to hear.
Yeah, he did say that he was going to ask you to come in to speak to us, but that never happened. So
He probably did ask, and Dan probably pretended not to hear, Claudia.
I'll say, see you later. Well, thanks for the phone call. That was great.
yeah, I was just emptying my dishwasher. I didn't think that I would actually get through.
Well,
Okay.
That's funny things happen when you empty
Yeah,
out the
funny.
dishwasher.
Wait,
You're 22 and you have a dishwasher? You're doing pretty well for yourself.
No, I'm just at home for the summer.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
No, I
gotcha.
hand wash all my dishes. At
Okay.
school. I don't have a dishwasher.
You know what sucks about emptying the dishwasher? Anything that's plastic is still dripping wet. Hate it.
That's right. I just am dripping all my Tupperware into the sink as we speak.
Yeah, I know. Figure it out, dishwasher companies. Okay, well, have a great night. Have a great
Thanks.
summer.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks,
Okay,
Claudia.
we'll see you later.
Oh, that was a good first call. That was very positive. Nice things to say about you as a neighbor. You don't have a neighbor anymore. Your neighbor's an abandoned bank now. Who's our next caller?
We got Derek on the line here.
Okay. Hey, Derek. What's going on, buddy? Where are you calling from?
It's Eric, actually.
Okay.
Eric. Okay, Christoph. You really messed that one up. Sorry, Eric.
Eric, where are you calling from?
I'm in Winnipeg.
Oh, the Peg City.
Hey, how great was
Yes.
that Jets run?
Oh, it's amazing. I went to a couple street parties when they was here. Couldn't get tickets to the game, but I mean, the whole time we were in the playoffs, the city was thriving. Everyone was basically in a party mode.
So
Yeah.
did they extend last call hours or anything like that during the Jets run?
A couple places I think did. I didn't get a chance to go to a few of them. Just went to a local bar by me, and they're closed at 2. But I mean, I think they let people just hang out. So I mean, it was kind of fun. So lots of beers. So that's all I can remember. So
Yeah.
Now, do you have a question for us, Eric? Not Derek?
yeah, I kind of do. What do you guys taking the pot on the road?
This is a good question.
I got lots of time on my hands right now, Eric.
Same.
Yeah. Like my kids are practically out of the house now, so at 10 and 7, they're okay by themselves. But Jay's got a little one, so we have to work around that little
Yeah,
family.
her schedule.
Of course.
It's a great question. I think we have had some talks about maybe trying to do some stuff locally to start,
Right.
Just to dip our toe in the water, so to speak, and then maybe take it further. I will say the good folks at Coors Light who sponsor this podcast, I think have an interest in us doing something like that. So I realize that's that's not a very committed answer, but I think there is potential for us to do it down the road.
But I don't think we can't do it like a Taggart and Torrens where we're in a different location each night because of our work schedule and because of our family commitments. So we would do like a weekend. So we'd go to like the Peg on a Saturday night, maybe do a Friday night show somewhere, and then come back and then maybe do that again in a month.
Maybe we do Steinbach on Friday and the Peg on Saturday, or we do Yorkton on Friday and the Gine on Saturday, or we do Prince Albert on Friday and Saskatoon on Saturday. Dan's right. We're gonna figure it out. We
so
are
Eric,
going to figure it out.
what venue would you recommend for the Peg?
Well, I know Jay loves the Palomino. So
How's
the
the
Burton Comic Theater? Not bad.
How's the new Pal doing?
It's not bad.
Yeah. Does it have the
It's
magic
not
of the old Pal?
Nah.
No.
Yes and no. I mean, the old Pal. I mean, so many memories. Me being there, drinking and partying there, and I've only been to the new one maybe a couple times now, and I don't really go out a whole bunch anymore. But kind of not that scene for me much anymore. So.
Because like a place we love in Saskatoon, the Crazy Cactus, the old Crazy Cactus had a special ambiance. The new one is so like fresh and new and
It's
hip.
like a club.
Yeah, it's like a club. Then I wondered if the Pal is kind of similar in that way, like if it has more of a club feel now.
sort of. Not really, but I mean, it's all right though. I mean, it's good. I mean, I can't say anything negative about the Pal. I had good times there. So
I would say one thing I would say, Eric, is that another potential good spot for us to do it. I agree. Burton Cummings Theatre would be amazing. That would be an honor to do a show there. But Rumors Comedy Club in Winnipeg is an amazing club. And that would also be a good spot for us to do it.
Eric, one last question. Winnipeg, last time I was there in the summer, there was 1 billion dragonflies to take care of all the other bugs. Do they still release dragonflies?
Well, I think we just are always populated dragonflies. I was just out of Winnipeg and Gimli, and there's tons of them there. I think they're making their way down to Winnipeg, but they are already spraying a lot of these places here in Winnipeg area with those mosquitoes before it really hits, because I haven't seen any actually. No mosquitoes in Winnipeg so far, knock on wood.
Well, in Gimli, which has a large Icelandic Canadian population, they must be going bananas with them in the World Cup. It must be crazy. World Cup parties, just like when the Jets were, running in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Yeah, there's tons of Icelandic flags everywhere. Everyone's wearing Iceland jerseys.
I didn't know that.
They played on Thursday. I'm part Icelandic.
I believe, and Eric, correct me if I'm wrong, largest Icelandic population outside of Iceland is Manitoba, I think, right? I think?
That's correct.
Yeah.
That's Manitoba, yeah.
That's an amazing stat.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Brian Williams did a thing on Gimli and Manitoba about Iceland team too as well, so on Thursday.
B-Dub. Great guy.
Eric, we really appreciate it. We hope you have a heck of a summer. And when we make our way to the Peg for the podcast tour, we can't wait to say hi in person and have a pint.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you guys could crash my place too. And hope everything works. Don't ban Ben Teller anymore. Come on, we need him back.
Hey,
No,
okay,
that's
this
an
phone
October.
call's over.
It's over.
This phone call's over.
You got under Toolsy's craw right there with that one. Okay, who's next, Stuff?
I butchered the last name, but I think this one's Steven.
Okay, we've got Stephen calling in now. So far we've had Brooklyn, Ontario. We've had Winnipeg, Manitoba. Stephen is from?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Kitchener.
K-Dub.
K-Dub.
Love it. How's K-Dub? What's going on in the dub? In the K?
I don't know, not too much. Pretty nice region. The city's getting revamped a little bit, so the bar seems pretty nice down there. And
they're spending it like they're bringing people back to the downtown.
Yeah, no. It was a pretty bumping place on a weekend, so it's pretty good, especially for somebody who's 21 years old.
So you're a student there?
No, I'm home for the summer right now.
We're losing you a little bit.
What was that?
We didn't hear that.
All we heard was blah,
Just stay on that mic.
No, I'm just home for the summer right now.
What? I literally, it sounded like you said, I'm just so saying now.
Home for the summer.
There you are.
He's home for the summer.
Home for the summer. Wait, so where are you going to school?
I was playing hockey the last couple of years, but I'll be going to Queens in the fall.
Oh,
wow,
fantastic.
that's great. Elon Musk went to Queens for a couple of years.
You're a smart guy. You're killing it.
Oh, I do my best, I guess. We'll see
do you have any thoughts? Anything you'd like to share with us? Any questions?
I was going to ask about bringing a player in the road, because I'd like to see you guys in neither, I guess, Kitchener or Kingston in the fall. But I'd say I don't got any plans this Canada Day weekend. So you guys got any suggestions?
Okay, so I think what you said was you'd like to see us on the road in Kitchener or Kingston. So again, that's two callers that want us to go on the road. So that's something I think we got to really start to think about.
And then you asked if we had any plans for the weekend.
Well, if we had any suggestions for plans.
Still looking.
You should go for this coming weekend. Go to the Queen's Plate at Woodbine.
Oh, yeah. No, that was actually one of the things I was thinking of.
It.
Paisley playing.
Bet on the ponies.
Brad Paisley's playing the Queen's Plate.
Really?
Yeah, and Sam Roberts band. I was on my list, so. Guess we got to go now. The boys are saying to go. So.
Okay, I might see you there. I think I might be going as well.
Look at that. You guys can hang out. And maybe Dan will buy you a phone that isn't a tin can attached to a string, because that's what it sounds. Yeah.
That would be awesome. I could probably use that. So we have to meet up, Josie.
Okay, we will. Thanks for the phone call, Steven, and enjoy the rest of your summer.
Good guy. That's Steven.
Yeah, that was
okay,
a
couple of
horrible
requests.
phone.
Yeah, that sounded like what Olga had, the Chinese iPhone. That might have been Olga right there. Who's next, Stoff?
I believe Neil is next.
Neil.
Okay, so we just had K-Dub on the phone, Kitchener, Ontario. Where are you from?
The home of the legendary Gringo.
Whoa,
Toontown.
Amazing. Hey, we were just talking about the cactus, actually. We are just discussing it with the previous caller. What are you doing tonight? Are you at the cactus?
No, just hanging out with the family, making sure I was here in time to talk to you guys.
Oh, that's
All
nice.
right. What did you
Very
guys have
kind.
for dinner?
Oh, what did we? Well, we had some steaks barbecued,
Oh, beautiful.
and we did a little bit of baked potato action and some fried veg. All was good.
That's
Look at
a
you.
great. That's like my number one dinner.
It's a solid go-to.
And on a Monday, you're living your best life out there. What do you do in Saskatoon?
Oh, work my butt off, just like everyone else.
Yeah, but now it's the summer. The summer
Now
in
it's
Saskatoon that should be the name of a song by someone. Summer in Saskatoon.
Well, if Regina's got a theme song, we should have one.
Yeah. So let's write it. Summer in Saskatoon. Everybody's going to get a gringo. Everybody's getting drunk on Broadway. Everybody's gonna puke at Buds on Broadway. Is that still open?
Oh, yeah, it's still open.
Oh.
and you pretty much just nailed summer in Saskatoon.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because the Rush games are over. Oh, no.
Rush games are over. We got a bunch of festivals starting up right away, though. Like Jazz Fest is going on right now. And then there's always something going on during the summer here.
You're making me jealous.
Yeah, I'm excited to come out. Dan and I are going to be there. Actually, this is a nice chance for us to plug the fact that we're going to be there in September for the Children's Wish Foundation golf tournament at the Willows. So if you haven't got tickets for that, you should go out and try to get tickets. I don't know exactly how you do that.
Great course.
Yes, excellent golf course, beautiful course.
And we'll be stationed on a hole, correct?
Yeah, our plan for this one is we did this once and it was so successful we suggested it and they loved the idea. We will be situated on one of the holes, one of the tee boxes, sitting in lawn chairs, probably with drinks in our hands, and we will be heckling all the golfers as they come through our hole, and we'll just be making fun of their swings. And do you remember we did that, Dan? And a famous was it Shark Tank guy? Not Shark Tank.
No.
What's the other show?
Dragon's Den?
Dragon's Den guy. He came up and he
That
ripped,
was Jim Treliving?
he ripped three balls directly left, like a hook like I've never seen in my life. And then he just walked away. Said, "See you, boys." It's like, exactly. That's exactly what you do in that situation.
All right. Did you have a question or anything?
Yeah, I do. I got one for you. I don't know. Well, you'll remember back in the 2.0 days, you guys got a care package from a couple of buddies. That was me and my buddy Dave.
Okay, what was in it?
That was the maple cookies and the chalet.
Oh, we
sauce
remember
and
that. Of course. That was amazing.
So my question is this. If you're going to get an American care package, what would you want in it?
Oh, that's a very good question.
I would want
American. Okay.
I would want a double animal style with fries and a shake from In-N-Out Burger, delivered hot and fresh.
I would take a big case of Big Red bubble gum. You can't get it up here. You can't get Big Red. I would take an In-N-Out cheeseburger. And then some Trader Joe's products I really like. I'd take some of those in there. And then pretty much you can get everything else you need up here.
Everything else we can get.
Because their chocolates suck. Like the chocolate candy bars, they're garbage.
Chocolate bars are garbage down there. The chocolate is weird. It's chalky somehow. It's like a chalky chocolate.
I would take the alcohol prices if I could get that in.
And the accessibility in our province.
Yes.
Not having
you're
to
not alone there.
right
Keep
in your
drinks at lunchtime.
in your province as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I would take that. I would take that.
Well, thanks again for that package, and thanks for the question. And enjoy the rest of your. Well, the summer's just starting in Toontown.
Summer's just starting. And, hey, there's always the tournament in September, right?
Everybody's
right.
going to the Sutherland. Everybody's hanging out at the Midtown Plaza. There's about 40 jewelry stores.
All right, that was good.
That was fun.
We're getting a wide swath across the country.
I love it. It's nice to have representation. Nice to know people are listening from all over this great country.
So far, it's working, this call-in format, and it's a nice conversation just to pick people's brains about the podcast, kind of.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let's do another one. Staff, who do you have next?
Got Jackson next.
Jackson. We just had Saskatoon on the phone. We had Kitchener-Waterloo before that. We had Brooklyn, Ontario, and we had Winnipeg, Manitoba. Where are you from?
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
Moose
Amazing.
Jaw! This is
Amazing.
unbelievable.
Home of the Warriors and the caves and the hot springs. And so, what are you doing tonight, bud? What are you up to?
I just got a baseball game tonight, and I'm gonna hang out with some buddies before that. Thought I'd call in and see if you guys would pick up.
What you got? Anything on your mind? Anything you wanna ask?
Yeah, I got a few things.
Okay, fire away.
Well, I'm the guy that sent all the Danny DeVito pictures to Dan.
Jackson.
Yeah.
You are my spirit animal. I loved your commitment to that.
Oh, I had to get your attention somehow.
Yes, and you got it, and you made me laugh every day.
Well, I'm glad.
You should maybe give a little background for people who don't know.
Right. So the background was I mentioned how people always respond to me on Instagram on direct message and say, like, hi, and then they get mad when I read it and don't respond because what am I just supposed to say? Hi back to the... Anyway, so Jackson said, I'm going to send you a different picture of Danny DeVito every day until you respond. And he stuck with that for a couple weeks, and then we mentioned it on the podcast, and he kind of ended it because...
you got a podcast mention.
Yeah, so...
and now you got through on the phone line. It worked out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Sounds
what else?
Cool. Okay, so
Sounds
you had
cool.
that.
Wait,
you had a couple
can
of
I
things.
ask a quick question? Why Danny DeVito, Jackson?
I don't know. I had to catch his attention somehow.
Yeah.
Are you big?
Danny DeVito.
Are you a big It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fan?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, what was your other comment you wanted to make?
Whatever happened to like the Vegas pool water you guys brought back?
That's a
I'm
great question.
I'm glad you mentioned that
Great
because I was
question.
golfing with Tubesy today, and he dropped by my house before we took off, and I looked at my counter, and the bottle of water is still sitting there from Vegas. I've just been lazy, and it hasn't moved, so I'm going to drop it off this week. I promise.
Now, one thing you did say was that it looks cleaner than you ever anticipated it would.
That's right. It looks very clean. I talked to the guy at the lab. He said if they have any chlorine in it, it will have killed everything. But if there's anything in it, we will find it.
Love it. All right.
Well, I hope you guys find something in it. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
That'd
I was thinking of tainting the sample, but I figured that's cheating.
How would you taint it? Do you masturbate into it?
No, I was just gonna
just a bunch of toolsy swimmers?
Pee a little bit in it, poop a little bit in it.
Just poop a little bit in it? Like if you had a shark? Oh, it's coming. Where's the bottle?
Are you really taking a poop right here in front of my kids?
Where's the bottle? I got a shark.
Okay, thanks for calling in,
Thanks, buddy.
We really appreciate the DeVito.
Yeah, have a good one.
Have a great summer in Moose Jaw.
Moose Jaw, Sask.
Okay. Christoph, you're nailing it.
Yeah, Stoff, this is going really well. This is fun.
We got Matthew on the line next. Matthew.
Okay. Matthew, where in this great country are you calling us from?
From the great city of Toronto.
Oh,
first
boy.
T-Dot.
The T-Dot. Where in the T-Dot?
The rest, but right now, just one in City Place right now. So.
Oh, so you're like right downtown.
Yeah, right downtown.
What's City Place?
It's like the condos kind of near Skydome, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right by the Scottsdome down Bathurst. So.
Do you go to a lot of Jays games?
I used to, not so much this season, just because of how bad they've been. But yeah, I used to go pretty much every week.
Now, I had a thought. about the Jays game, especially in the summer. When that roof is open and it's hot out, it's unbearable.
Yeah, you know what? I actually prefer it closed rather than sitting in
No, but I want to be in the sun. Can we put massive fans? Can we get fans to blow on
What
us?
we could do, guys, is you go to Palm Springs, Tulsi, and you have those windmills that generate energy all throughout the desert. Why don't you stick those right around the ring of the dome, right at the top? So you have the two-pronged attack. You both generate some energy for the downtown core, renewable energy, and you cool off everybody at the dome. Boom, on right for mayor.
How do you close the dome? There's so many questions.
I was actually in a stadium in Phoenix, and they were just cranking the AC.
Yeah, at Chase Field, where the D-backs play.
Yeah, that's it. And they had the stadium open, and it was so cold, and they were just cranking the AC. Well, why don't they have something like that here? That would actually be.
I mean, the Chase Field and Safeco are the stadiums that Toronto should have, like an old-style stadium with a retractable roof. We were weirdly ahead of our time and then instantly outdated in 1 year because Camden Yards came 1 year after.
So what's your favorite venue, concert-wise or sporting event-wise, in Toronto where you say, okay, if I had any event to go to, I'd like to see it here?
I haven't gone to too much. I do like concerts of the ACC.
ACC?
But to be fair, I haven't really seen much.
Yeah, that's fine. I think mine would be BMO Field.
BMO is nice.
They don't have any concerts there, do they?
I don't think so, because they seem to have them all at the Budweiser stage or whatever the Molson Amphitheater is called now. That's a great venue, for the summer times.
Now, we digress. Did you have a question for the podcast?
Do you have a question for us?
If you couldn't do a show together, which of the TSN crew would you rather do a show with?
No one. We'd quit.
Sunil Joshi. He was my first broadcast partner. He was a CFTO legend at Toronto station here in Toronto, the Toronto CTV station. He was my first weekend partner. He baked some great cookies.
You guys ever have a few drinks and then explore each other's bodies?
No.
Sure, that's fine.
No. Okay, but wait. When we just shot some Mission Impossible 6 promos, and I think we kind of agreed that all the people we got to shoot with, we would probably be fine working with. Like, we got to work with Kara Wagland. We got to work with Lindsay Hamilton, who's now like your best friend. We got to work with Natasha. We got to work with Tessa. We got to work with Gino. Oh, and Nabil. Yeah, that was fun. Working with all those. So I'd say any of those guys would be great.
But
everyone else can
in
go to hell.
actuality, yeah, we'd probably retire.
Yeah, I would probably quit.
Enjoy your summer in Toronto.
Well, thanks, guys. You too.
Thanks for calling in.
That was fun. I like that we got the teed on. We got another one for us, Stuff? I love this.
We have time for a couple more.
We do. We got Riley here on the line.
Riley. Where are you living, Riley?
St. Catharines, Ontario.
Oh,
St.
Catharines, Ontario.
What's the slogan for St. Catharines?
I don't know. All I can tell you is that if you're going to be telling anybody about this city, either go with the location of War of 1812 in Canada.
Okay.
One of the only places in Canada to get good wine.
Yeah.
And, same thing with rowing. We have a good rowing course, the Henley. Yeah.
How about the gateway to Niagara Falls?
Okay, that works.
No, you don't want another city's name in your slogan.
Pretty close to the Sundowner. That's what it should say on the welcome sign. St. Catharines. Pretty close to the Sundowner. Strip club.
What are you doing?
Just like Niagara Falls is like underrated, unappreciated brother or sister.
That's fair. Is there a real rivalry, a real hatred between St. Catharines and Niagara Falls?
No, not really.
Okay. What do you do?
I mean, it's an entire region. I mean, probably the only one you could see is tourist-wise between old vintage Niagara on the Lake and Niagara Falls.
Fair enough. What do you do? What do you do for a living? You're a bartender at the Sundowner?
No. Wow. I'm still in high school, actually. I'm a 16-year-old. Just finished grade 11 today.
You sound very mature.
Congratulations. Wow.
Thank you.
Well, that's great.
What are you going to be?
Yeah, what do you want to do with your life?
When you're all grown up?
Perfect for this podcast. I'm planning on going to Brock University for their sports management course.
Oh, that's a horrible decision. You got to change that.
Only one in Canada.
You got to think about what's your backup. Let's talk about backups.
You're crushing his dreams.
That bartender gig you're talking about?
No, I'm just kidding. That's great. I've heard that's a great program, actually. Is producer Tim's son maybe in that program? He goes to Brock, I know that, but maybe he's not in that.
So you just chose Brock because they are the only ones who offer that course?
They're the only ones after that, and it's local.
Okay.
Well, those are two good reasons to go. So what would you like to do ultimately when you're done at Brock?
Hopefully, that would translate to something in hockey, preferably a GM in the NHL.
Hey, I like that. That is a lofty goal, and you are going to achieve it. And then when you do achieve it, you are going to hire us to work on that team, and we just sit around and do nothing.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything, but you'll pay us, right?
We want one of those jobs where, like, what does that guy do? And then, like,
you know what that
everyone
job is?
knows we don't do anything.
Tulsi, that job is a consultant. Will you hire us as consultants?
I could probably hype you guys as hype men.
Hype men, yes.
Yeah, okay. That's a good idea.
There you go.
Now, did you have, on this, your graduation day, a question for the podcast?
Actually, no, this is my graduation. That's next year.
Well, you graduated from grade 11.
Wow, okay. That's the thing about today. You basically go from, like, one grade to another, and it's like this major celebration.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, rip it up.
Hey, whenever you get a chance to celebrate in life, you do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Very true. Very true.
Well, good luck in grade 12. Good luck at Brock, and look forward to seeing you down the road as the GM for the Atlanta Thrashers.
And Buffalo Sabres.
Oh, but go Sabres. Go Sabres.
They need help. It's my favorite team. I'll do it.
All right, my friend. Good chatting with you. That was fun, too.
That guy,
interesting
a lot of energy.
cat. Yeah. He didn't sound like he was 16.
You watch. He becomes a GM.
I love it.
One day he'll ding-a-ling. Guys, guess what? Remember, 20 years ago.
I said I'd hire you as consultants or hype men, and I'm going to hire you as both.
So, yeah, he's 16. So, youngest, 36, he could do it. We would be in our 60s.
Well, how old's Kyle Dubas? He's like 18.
Yeah. And then he'd hire us, and we'd be like, well, I remember when.
No, is that us?
Yes.
You said you'd hire.
They didn't have lasers. Because in 20 years, they'll have lasers.
Oh, so the players will try to shoot each other on the ice?
No, they'll just be like laser pinpoint focus with their sticks.
Oh, I see.
Like it's like when you're leveling something up at home.
Laser sticks. Laser sticks.
Okay, one more, and then we'll get out of here.
Let's. Who do we got?
Two more.
Two more. Okay,
we got
So
to
we
squeeze
got
in two
Matt
more.
here.
Mac attack. Matt?
Yes, Matt.
Matt attack.
What's going on, boys?
Matt, where are you calling from?
Right now I'm calling from Ottawa, but I'm only here from work.
Yeah.
I'm only here for work. I'm actually from Brantford.
Ah, the home of the great one.
The home of the great one. Yes,
What are you
sir.
doing in Ottawa?
Well, I work for a building material company, so I'm just drive around, do a little bit of merchandising, so just spending the night before I head back.
So straight to the bare facts after this podcast.
Yes, sir. That's the plan.
Are you staying out in like Canada or Nepean, or are you actually staying in Ottawa?
It's just down the road. I guess, I don't know, they classify it as the Ottawa airport.
Oh, okay.
I'm in a hangar, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
They classify
really
it as
splurged.
the Ottawa airport.
They really splurged
beautiful
for you.
Hilton Garden Inn, Ottawa Airport.
Okay, Hilton Garden Inn.
Okay. You know what you're getting.
Yeah, you know what you're getting. You get a little breakfast every morning.
Yeah.
Make yourself a waffle. You tell the prostitute to politely leave, and you move on with your life. That's good.
Yeah. All in all, it'll be a good night.
So, Matt Attack, do you have a question for the podcast?
I don't. I just wanted to call and say I've been listening to you guys for a long time. My wife actually says I fangirl over you too because followed you down to the States and everything. Stood on Port Dover for the craft celebration tour a few years ago.
I remember Port Dover.
Port Dover was one of our favorite stops ever.
And that was I think it rained. Yes.
The entire time. I remember
Yes.
afterwards you guys kind of went out and ran through the crowd just getting soaking wet.
Yeah,
that was fun.
That's where we met Sean Kruger, or Chad Kruger, who is our buddy Sean.
Our friend
That's where we met
Sean.
him for the first time.
Yeah, I remember we made a sign that said "We want Tim," and we actually got put on Sports Center that night. So it was like a highlight of our lives right there. So
That was I had never been to Port Dover before that. That was a really cool
Yeah,
town.
do they still have the big Friday the 13th motorcycle thing?
every Friday the 13th they do it. I don't go down there, but every year you see it on the news, right? Because it always around this area it always makes the news, right?
Do they keep her under control there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Somewhat.
All those Port Dover hooligans.
Yeah, all those crazy Port Doverians.
I guess if I did have a question for you, just sitting here listening, I remember when you guys did 2.0, you put out the app with the soundboard. Is that coming back?
Stuff. Could we do that?
Because there's many times I'd love to, just out in the general public, just use Mickey.
It rings at lunch.
I assume we're capable of doing it. Am I myself capable? Probably not, but we'll look
we
into
get a hold of Mike Botticello.
Yeah,
That's my guess.
He's. You know where Botticello is right now? I just heard from him. He's in Amsterdam right now.
Was he doing like a boat race or something the other day? I thought I saw.
I don't know.
We have no clue what that guy's doing.
I don't know what he's doing over there, but he's there, and we may never hear from him again.
I also think before the college football season heats up, I think we might need another clap chat. Maybe after you guys get back from your vacation.
Yeah, that's an excellent suggestion, actually.
Miss that guy.
Yeah, he
is. That guy's always got a couple good stories, him and Brando.
Yeah, Tim, and we got to get Timmy Brando back on.
There was just a picture of Gus Johnson, Tim Brando, Joel Klatt, and Matt Leinart. And Tim Brando Instagrammed it out, and I just simply said, 4 great humans.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a great
Leinart, legend.
We need to line all 4 up
Did
this summer.
we have Leinart on the podcast? I don't know if we did. And he's
I don't think you had him on this one. I think you had him on 2.0. I don't think you had him on 3 yet.
Okay, we'll have him back
We'll get him on. He's great.
Yeah.
Okay, well, enjoy your stay at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Yes.
Great quality hotel.
Yeah.
Enjoy that. Do they have waffles there or pancakes?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Last time I stayed here back like a month ago, and I didn't enjoy the breakfast. Just wanted to get out on the road. But
do they have a lobby bar?
There absolutely is a lobby bar.
Oh, you need to
excellent.
get down there. It's
Yeah.
9:30 right now. This is prime time.
This is your time, my friend.
Oh, 100%. Before I head to the bare facts.
Yes. Yes, or just go straight to Gatineau. Skip all the...
Skip the lobby bar.
That's
Go
right.
right to the Casino Lac Limi, and then the bare facts.
No.
Wah.
You never skip the lobby.
All right, it was a
All right,
pleasure.
boys.
Yeah, have fun tonight.
See you, buddy.
All right, we got time for one more call. Who do we got? Stuff.
All right, here we got, I believe, Ben.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hi, Dan.
No. October.
No, you said anybody could call. I saw the tweet and I called.
How did you possibly get in? Christoph called you, didn't he?
No, I did what everyone else did. I saw the tweet. I called. I waited in line. There were like 4 people ahead of me. I've been in my car for 15 minutes hanging out.
And I was just going to say, I'm like, this was so great. We need to do this again.
But I'm not going around. Like, the ban is October. I get it. But this is like, I'm any other fan. I miss you guys. Hi.
Yeah, we miss you too, buddy. How are things? What's going on?
You're
you got
the
something
first
for us?
American call-in caller.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, first American.
Yeah. You have a question for the
what else is going on?
podcast?
Yeah, I do have a question.
Okay.
Would you rather...
Oh, here, let's do this. Here it goes. Wait for it, Ben.
Yeah, do you have it?
It's time for
Yes.
Would You Rather?
Okay, here we go. I love it.
All right.
Ben, I'm excited.
Yeah. Would you rather have a vagina on your forehead
Interesting.
or penises going up and down your back like a stegosaurus?
The penis is up and down
for
your back.
sure the
Because
penis
that'd be a
is.
great party trick. He'd be like very popular.
And you could back into people, and they'd be like, "Whoa, you assaulted me!" I'm like, "It's just my back."
All right, one more.
Okay.
Would you rather loudly fart after every time you have sex, or have an orgasm every time you fart?
Orgasm every time you fart. That's so simple.
Yeah, orgasm for sure every time you fart. And wow, wouldn't that be fantastic? I'd be having like 1,000 orgasms a day.
I would be eating broccoli and
I would
Brussels sprouts.
Right, like today, for example, I would have had 100 orgasms. That's a good one too.
But what if it came at a time when you were, I don't know, doing a podcast or on TV and you just orgasmed?
Well, when I did my audition, people knew what they were getting into. I'm the guy who has an orgasm 100 times a day.
And you could be on Jerry Springer. You could be on Oprah.
That's right. By the way, did you guys know Jerry Springer was still on the air until like 2 weeks ago? Like it's been on the air this whole time.
Yeah.
Huh.
Didn't know that.
Are people still fighting?
I assume people are still throwing chairs and fighting. And
I wanted to share with you guys. I've been at Fox the past month on the World Cup, so I've run into some of the old stomping grounds. I saw a good friend Bernie Kim.
Okay, wait. You don't run into people are not stomping grounds. Just to clarify.
What did I say?
You said I ran into some old stomping grounds. Bernie Kim. That's.
I ran into some people on our old stomping grounds.
There we go.
It all looks the same.
Yeah. How's Bernie? I saw him at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, he said, no, Bernie's doing good, working. And then who else? I ran into a couple of our favorite makeup and hairstylists. They all say hello.
Oh. And
Bobby
Sabrina.
D? Do you see Bobby D?
Sabrina May? You ran into Sabrina? Yeah.
Yeah, and Nusheen.
We love her.
She's great. Yeah.
What was Joanna says hello?
Oh, she's lovely. Yeah. Wow, everyone's still
Joanna
kicking around. Eh?
She's appeared on the podcast.
Yes, Joanna, people would
Fox.
probably remember.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe Sabrina might have as well. Maybe, but I can't remember.
I haven't run into Bobby Diaz, no.
Nothing. So nothing's changed. Like, are our names still on our old offices?
There is something very interesting. So I was going up to the 5th floor, and I was going to say hello to good friend Mark Toyama.
Yes,
great
good guy.
I looked to the left where you remember our old conference room was on the 5th floor. 2 big Jay and Dan fatheads still up there.
Still there.
Amazing.
They
love haven't
that.
forgot
Still
us.
there.
I love that. You know what? Then I hope they're there forever. And then eventually they put them on the side of the building. And they say, these 2 guys founded this place.
Ran into Engineer Jim. He says hello.
We got to have Engineer Jim back
we got to call him next week.
Yeah, next week we got to call Jim. And maybe we'll call Ben again next week. Toolsy, is the band gone?
Nope. Ben from Chicoutimi, we really appreciate the call.
Wait. Is it really? Is there a ban till October? It's like, this is
Seems like a long time.
No, we're almost there anyway. Don't worry. It'll fly by.
Okay.
Well, what if I come in and do like a live appearance in the studio?
Okay, that might be different
than a call-in?
Why? When are you going to be in Toronto?
I don't know. I've never been. Thought I'd come up and say hello.
Oh. Toolsy, you've got room at your place.
Nope. No room at the inn. I'm the f***ing mayor.
Well, I'm thinking about coming to Toronto, maybe for a lady, maybe for Dan.
Oh,
maybe we can make this happen.
You got something in the works up here, lady-wise?
I'm always thinking about where I can travel to, to meet a lady.
Yeah. Okay, good luck with that. Keep us updated.
Wait. Are you going to Europe this summer? Because Toolsy's thinking of it. You guys could go together and slay.
Toolsy, where do you want to go?
No, I've changed plans, actually. So it's all booked, and the flight's full.
How about a quick weekend Vegas trip?
Yes.
You know what?
One night, we don't sleep.
I got so much secondhand Vegas from so much hockey being played there and stuff that I don't even miss it right now. Like, I'm almost Vegased out from just seeing it.
Just watching
all the time.
Cup finals and everything.
So, I'm good. Maybe Palm Springs.
Oh, you guys can hang there.
Ooh, by the pool. they could like get a couple massages.
Okay, Ben, bye. Every other caller, just when we said bye, they just hung up.
No, I don't know how to hang up. You guys have to hang up.
Miss you, buddy. Miss you, buddy.
See you, Ben.
Ben Teller. It was good to hear from him, Tulsi. You have to admit.
No, not at all. So
we have to thank.
We took him instead of another person from like Sherbrooke, Quebec.
Well, we only had so much time, and we didn't get to all the callers, obviously, and we just want to say, if we didn't get to you, we apologize. We'll definitely do this again. This was fun, wasn't
Christoph, out of 10, you rate it the difficulty level.
What, doing this?
Yes.
That was all right.
So a 2 out of 10, a 5?
Yeah, 2. Let's make it a 2.
Okay, so it's okay if we did this again in a few months?
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So give us your feedback. Let us know if you'd like us to do this again. And yes, we're going to work on that podcast on the road.
Yes, we will, because that is it is something we think about. We don't act on it, but we will think about it.
It's a lot of things in my life. Think about them. I don't know. So much effort.
I know. It's tough to make an effort these days.
But I think about it, and I'm like, so hotels, flights, who does what? Do I have to do?
No, that's why we need a manager.
We need a wrangler.
Yeah, we need a manager.
We need someone
I've got a guy. I think I've got a guy.
So we need someone to say, okay, are you free? Give us the dates you're free.
Yeah.
We say, okay, this date.
Yeah.
And he says, flight's booked. You're in this hotel. Show up at this time.
This is the theater. This is the club. This is where you're going to be. Yeah, I've got a guy. We're going to do it, guys. It's going to happen. And maybe we invite Ben to one show.
Sure, he can go if he pays a ticket. $80. $80.
I'm so happy.
That was fun.
Coors Light. You know, it's
great.
Mentioned the summer so much. Coors Light in the summer. I had friends over the other day. We were crushing some silver bullets.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yes. That's what we said each time.
Every time you cracked it open.
I put them in the freezer for like 5 minutes just before we had them.
Yeah. Cold as the Rockies. Do you ever do I love the bus ads, and they have the silver bullet coming out of the cooler, and the ice is melted, so it's like icy cold water, and you just pull it out. And, it looks so good.
So again, the tip for filling up a cooler this summer, you want to show up at the party and have the coldest beer. You put the beer in the cooler first, you put a couple bags of ice, and then you put water in.
That's right, you got to add water. It makes a big difference.
And because that water, it just puts it in a soup of ice.
Yeah.
Do it. It wouldn't be a borscht of ice?
Soup of ice. Soup of ice. The Dan O'Toole story.
All right, so that was fun. Thanks for calling in.
That was fun. Thank you to everybody who called in, and apologies again to those who didn't make it through, but we will definitely do this again.
We need to get further west next time.
Yeah. Well, and also further east. We didn't get anybody from Atlantic Canada.
That's right. So we're branching out.
And further north. We'd love to get some people from the territories.
Yes.
And some more people from the States.
Anywhere.
Certain people aren't welcome. But
Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.